Hey guys, sorry, just reaching across the table to grab a couple things. I'm changing my insulin pump site. I have half of my reservoir filled up with insulin, and now I ran out there, so I'm gonna take from this brand new bottle. So yeah, I've been seeing online on Instagram a couple of other diabetics have like this special, like, I guess it's like a case, like a silicone case to protect your insulin bottles. And years ago, I actually did drop a insulin bottle. And wow, let me tell you, it was all over the floor. And yeah, I was out an insulin bottle, so I had to wind up going to the pharmacy and buying it, which wasn't terrible. And that was back then when insulin wasn't too expensive. But now insulin is getting a little pricey. So, but I didn't even know they made coverings to protect the bottles, but apparently they do. So that's really cool for those of you that have, I guess you can say, not such strong hands like me that drop everything. Yeah, so I forgot the word for that. When I think of it, I will come up with it. People who are always dropping things. Yeah, so anyway, so yeah, that's pretty cool that they make those. But I always just wind up keeping mine in the box to protect it. And so I don't lose it in my bag because I have 8,000 things in my bag. If you guys have been watching for a while, you guys will see my bag has like a million things. So I keep it in the box at all times. And it kind of does provide protection for when I drop it. It's not the glass bottle exactly hitting the floor. So that's my method of protecting my insulin bottle. But yes, there's no protection on it right now as I clean it off and fill up my reservoir. So if I drop it, I do drop it and it falls. Probably should put something underneath, but I don't. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish filling this up and that's really it. But I don't have protection on it, so hopefully I don't drop it and break it. But now that I know they have those, I may look into getting one, and it's a pretty cool, nifty thing to have. So I'm gonna see where I could get those and yeah, buy a couple of them. They're just good to have. So I wanted to share that with you guys in case you didn't know. I wasn't aware of it, and I have been a diabetic for 18 years now. So I guess I've been sheltered this whole time from the diabetic world of these new gadgets that they have. But anyway, I'm gonna change my insulin pump site rather, and continue my IV. I have 2 more days left of IVs. Well, the rest of today is Tuesday, then Wednesday, and then Thursday I will finish Thursday night, but probably not until Friday morning at 1 a.m. I will finish. So not bad, totaling 21 days. So yeah, but I can't complain. I'm in decent shape, thank God, lung-wise right now. The infection seems to be clearing up, and I spoke with my kidney doctor yesterday. She emailed me back, which reminds me I have to send her an email back. And I just booked the biopsy, booked it, whatever you want to call it, made an appointment for the biopsy. And that will be happening the 3rd week in April. So yeah, we learned a little bit more. And I was asking her, because I had been researching about my GFR number, I was on kidney.org and I was reading that the GFR number is what would tell us like my kidney function. Like the way I tell you guys what my lung function was when I go and do pulmonary function tests. I was trying to figure out what would tell us what my kidney function was. Like, is there any way to tell? And so she said you can't really always go by the GFR number. We go by the creatinine, she said, and sometimes the creatinine really isn't even the best way. There's not really the right way of knowing what your function is. But she said that I am still functioning well, thank God. But she did say that that I am functioning at 50%. So my kidneys are working at 50% right now, which I was not completely shocked, because from my numbers when I figured out what I thought they were, I figured that I fell in the bracket of like a 40% kidney function. So I was a little in shock to find out that I was functioning like 10% higher. but she said that it was, that it's a good 50%. So I'm thankful for that. And what the biopsy will be able to show is if the damage that I do have, if it is reversible, and exactly what is causing it, and if we can, if we're able to try and reverse it, and if we could find exactly which medications are causing it, and hopefully we can maybe possibly, I guess, try and get away from those meds, or to see, we originally thought they were the headache meds that were causing it. She seems to think it's also antibiotics. So little by little, we are decreasing the headache meds and trying to get me off of them. And I do have an appointment scheduled to start Botox as a preventative migraine therapy. So we will be doing that, God willing, as long as the my insurance approves it. So little by little, we are working towards trying to alleviate medications that we believe are part of the problem. So that's really the update that's going on here. As far as my kidneys go and creatinine levels and all of that. But lung-wise, thank God everything's moving in the right direction. And yeah, we'll just keep doing what we have to do each day. And keep you guys posted. And thank you guys for watching. And I guess I will see you guys later on. I'm going to have a late lunch. It's almost 6 o'clock. So yeah. And then I will see you guys later on. And I'm not sure what we're going to have for dinner. We were thinking pizza. So Rosario's working tonight. Till about, won't get home till 11. So we'll have something later on. And I don't get hungry till like this time and on. So like real hungry. So I am going to have something. I think I'm going to make a sandwich. And then I'll probably just be snacking for the night. And yeah, keep me busy. So I will see you guys later, and I'm going to finish programming my pump. I'm putting that needle onto my left side somewhere, and yeah. Alright guys, I'll see you guys later. Well, it is my final day of IVs, and yeah, Hubby is hooking them up. Well, it is nighttime. It's 11 p.m. I have been in my pajamas all day. Yeah, what a day I have had. I've had a migraine all day, and today is my last day of IVs, thank God. So I am just taking it easy. Just put some TV on, relax, and just been literally in my couch spot all day. Well, sorry. I was in my bed all day, actually, until like 2:30 p.m. And now I am on the couch. I've been on the couch since then. But the good thing is I was eating. I've had 3 meals already, so that is good. And a couple of snacks. So, yeah. It's time for chest PT again, so I am going to start my nebulizer. That'll help open up my airways, and then I will put on my vest, as you guys probably have seen before, so there you have it. Sitting in the dark still, just with that lamp on, because the lights do bother me when I have a migraine, so with the lights lowered, it's much better. And then also, as you guys know, and for those of you who are new around here, I do get chronic migraines, meaning I get a ton of them per month, which has been lowered over time, and I get less of them due to the preventative medication that I get. And recently we had to decrease that because of my kidney function and kidney disease, which hasn't really made much of a difference, thank God, because if my kidneys aren't working properly, meaning that they aren't filtering the medication out anyway, my body was holding on to that extra medication, which wasn't good, and it was becoming toxic for my kidneys. So giving me a lower dose really doesn't make a difference, because it was really like my body was only using half of the dose anyway every day. So giving me half of the dose is really the same thing, and I really haven't experienced any more migraines from that. However, I have been experiencing more migraines this past week and the week before due to the IV antibiotics, which does happen with me a lot. And sometimes the IV antibiotics cause my blood pressure to rise, which has been happening as well, and that can also lead to migraines, which my doctors are aware of. And today's the last day of IVs, so we are going to keep a watch on that. You know, we're going to take my blood pressure, see what it is, record it, and if it still runs high, then I would probably need a low-dose medication to control that. And yeah, so we'll just take it from there and see what happens with that. And I also haven't been able to use, as I told you guys, the rescue medications that I usually use when I do get migraines. So we have been just using gabapentin and Tylenol. So thank God those have been working together. I take the highest dose that I can together. So luckily those have been working. They haven't been fully knocking the migraine out like the triptans would, but they are helping to the point where I'm not like screaming, crying in excruciating pain, which has happened to me in the past, where before I was on the preventative and the triptans, I used to just use Tylenol by itself and it never worked, and I would be crying and just in a lot of pain. So luckily it has been working and I'm thankful for that. So we're just doing one step at a time, and we are looking into Botox. I am set up actually next week for an appointment to start that as preventative, so hopefully that will work. And that's where we are with migraines and trying to keep my kidneys in a safe zone. So yeah, happy to be finishing IVs tonight. I have one more dose of each medication, so 2 more hours worth of meds after I do this nebulizer. I'll hook it up. Yeah, so I'll be finished by 1 a.m., which will go into Friday, so not bad. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope when I see you guys tomorrow, I don't have the migraine. I hope we knock it out fully. And yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow when it's Friday, which means the weekend is coming. Woo!